Hello everyone. We are back after a few days of hibernating from the rain. We will be doing a walk along Ridge Boulevard in Bay Ridge. And we are on Shore Road right now, and we're just about to turn onto Ridge Boulevard. So here we go. Hope everyone's doing well. We kind of got grounded, if that even makes sense. But we had some pretty nasty weather for the last couple of days. And I had contemplated if we were gonna do the walk in one of those storms, but you know, the thing was, the temperature was pretty low. It's even low right now. It's the temperature right now is only 40 degrees. Yesterday the temperature during the storm was 40 degrees, but the wind chill was 27. Combine that with heavy winds and heavy rain, and that equals pneumonia. So I was not going to walk out in that. It's definitely not the same doing rain walks or storm walks like when you do them in the summertime and it's like 75, 80 degrees out during a storm. So we decided to not do that walk. So today we are picking up just the day after the rain. There's intervals of clouds and sun, but it is cold. It is 40 degrees right now, and it's pretty windy, so the wind chill is in the low 30s. It does not feel like April. If you notice here on Ridge, we are going straight due east, but then Ridge then forks over to the north in a second here. So we are going to be crossing Marine right here, and I'll just let this car go through the sign, and we're on our way. I'll be walking into the wind, so if you hear wind, yeah, that's what you're hearing. But we did this walk last year, so I figured, you know what, it's been a year, let's check it out. Looks like we got a car here with a hood open. So we're going to take this walk all the way down to the end where Ridge merges into 2nd Avenue. So this would be basically 2nd Avenue if they didn't, name the segment after 65th Street, Ridge Boulevard. So if you're a numbers person, this would be 2nd Avenue, but it is Ridge Boulevard. If I said Ridge Avenue earlier, I apologize. I tend to do that. I living in Brooklyn, I mix up my avenues, my streets, and my boulevards all the time. The Ridge Boulevard is residential, so you have your mix of big apartment buildings, like the one across the street, and then you'll also have your homes, like the ones to my right here. And at times it'll be just homes, and at times it'll just be apartment buildings. So as we're walking through, we will check out the landscape. What I'll do is I will get onto the other side and we will look at some of these older stone style homes, actually brick faced. I like to walk down here like late spring, early summer. This is a very nice stretch of road when everything is grown in. But there comes a point where I gotta do my walks. So, you know, I've been saying, hey, we're gonna go here, we're gonna go there. I'm waiting for the trees to bloom out and everything, but it's a late spring. The groundhog was wrong. I'll tell you that. It is supposed to get up into the 50s today, though, so it will get warm later, but not during this walk. We got 91st Street, and we got the church over here. We're going to talk about the church in a second, because I found some stuff out. Here we go. So this is the church with the really big walls that pretty much go for 2 blocks around the whole perimeter. And the name of this is Visitation. And we just found out that it's closing down. That is true. If you've heard that rumor, it is closing down. Now, from what I heard is that it's still open now because it takes a while to get that all taken care of. Who knows what's going to happen to this beautiful property? I mean, this has been a really big fixture in the neighborhood for many, many, many years. So, with the high walls and it's gonna, I don't know what they're gonna do with it. We have no idea. We'll have to just wait and see. And I'll show you the wall. These are the walls I'm talking about. If you look down the block, you can see the walls. They go all the way down to the next block. They wrap around on the next block, and then they come down, I believe, on 91st Street, which we just passed. So it was my first pick in case of the zombie apocalypse, but who knows what they're gonna do. If the zombie apocalypse happened, that's where you would want to be, with those high walls. Stretcher road should be quiet for the most part. For the exception of my speaking at times. We are in the, in case I didn't tell you earlier, we are in the Bay Ridge section of Brooklyn, so. You know, right before I turned the camera on, it was nice. I mean, the sun was out, and as soon as I turned the camera on, all the clouds came back in. This is PS 185. We got a few schools coming up. You got PS 185 here. We'll give you guys a little look around here. Get this another co-op condo apartment complex. I said all three because you know, you just never know. Some of these are apartments, some of them are condos. You got this nice mansion here on the corner of 86th Street. We've walked by this a few times in the past. There's a big estate right here. Let's take a look at this estate. I'll walk slow across so you guys get a look. And you can see here we are on 86th Street. So this is the quiet side of 86th Street. Not a lot of traffic in either direction, as you can see. So across over there is Adelphi Academy, another school. It's like a private school. We'll take a look at close up of this mansion, if that's what you want to call it. And then behind these tall trees, I just call it the Greek school. I'm sure it has a name. I always forget the name, but they do Greek festivals on this street every year. So there it is. That's the name right there. Now you can sympathize with me as to why I always forget the name. But there's an actual name of the school on the side here. And I will show you the name of the school. And the name of the school is Holy Cross Greek Orthodox Church Cultural and Educational Center. So there you go. Long name. So I just call it the Greek school. Looks like you got another big mansion style home across the street. We start getting into these homes. And this is Holy Cross Greek Church. This is the actual church. We just saw the school, so here's the church. So you get this old, let's look at this old house. Look at this house. This house looks They should just leave it alone like this. I'm sure they'll have to do some kind of renovation or whatever, and this is an amazing house. Look at this. I wonder if people are even living in there. Cherry blossom tree right outside. All right, we're gonna stay on the route. Trying to give you all a nice look at all these homes. We did this last year on the same route, but for all the newer people. Plus, it's always good to have a updated walk, see if anything has changed. I know there's been some construction on this route, so we'll be passing by those areas to see if that construction has been done since last year. Nice big house here on the corner of 83rd Street. And then there's this house on 82nd Street. Is my favorite house on the whole road. We're actually going to go across and take a look at it. This is my favorite house. I know some people might be too thrilled with the color of it, but I think it fits it well. It's right here. This house on the corner here. All right, we got a student driver here that doesn't know if he wants to go through the stop sign or not. There you go. This is a nice house. I love this house. Of course, we got some similar houses that are next to it. We just walked by another school called Bay Ridge Prep. I'm not even going to pan onto it. We have St. Mary's Church across the street. If I stand around and pan all day, we'll never get this walk done. So we're going to just start moving. You see all these homes are like colonial style. And we're going to get back across the street again. And we're going to see some big colonial style homes with the big patio balconies. And we got the church over here that's being renovated. It is open though. Yeah, nice cherry. Look how big this cherry blossom tree is, guys. Look at that. That's big. It's as tall as a house. Maybe even bigger than a house. We got a street cleaner coming towards us. By the way, we are just about to hit... Well, hold on a second. Just about to hit 78th Street. So it looks like the construction is not done over here. We're about to hit that area I was talking about, but it does look like the house looks a lot better than it did last year. We'll see that on the next corner. I feel like it's gotten a little bit noisier down here. We have the street cleaner, we had some trucks going by. So yeah, this is what they've been renovating for the last couple of years. So it looks good, actually. You can see they started renovation on the next house down here. All these homes are going to get renovated, even though this whole block, pretty much this whole block is getting renovated. All right, so now we're going to hit an area that is a lot of, pretty much from this point down for a while, is going to be a lot of apartment buildings on either side. We are coming up on Bay Ridge Parkway, which is also known as 75th Street. It is still chilly. I'll tell you, it is. Oof. It's cool. Here's a good look during 75th. This is a very steep incline. One of the steepest in Brooklyn. And we already passed one street, but I forgot to mention that these two streets here, 76th Street and 74th Street, they feature stairs to go down to the block, to the next section of the block. And that is because when they were, I guess we could use the word terraforming. That's not the word, but you know what I mean. When they were doing all the work down here, they could not, the streets, it was just, the topography was just too steep. So on 74th Street here, if you notice it says dead end, there are stairs at the end of this block and over on 74th Street. We're on 74th, but on 76th Street. Looks like we got another church across the street. And I think that's called Christ Church of Bay Ridge. I'm not sure. I think it is. We got some small bungalow style homes. I call them bungalow because they're small. I'm sure everybody has their own terminology. That is the library. There's a nice big library too. You know, I haven't been in a library. You know how many years it's been since I've been in a library? Long time. The last library I was in, actually I could tell you the last two libraries I've sat in. One being the Dyker Heights, right down the block from Dyker Heights Junior High School on 12th Avenue, and the library on 17th Avenue and 86th Street. The last time I sat in that library, and I will tell you, it was one time I was in there, and it was in the 90s. It's still there too. I mean, but it just goes to show you, I don't really go into libraries much. There's some music coming out of his car, so I will speak over that music, because if I'm speaking over the music, the YouTube algorithm cannot pick it up and hit me with a copyright. So that's how we'll do that. We're coming up on 71st Street. We are almost at the end of this walk. So, and I think the timer down here, if I'm looking correctly, this is a short walk so far. It's only 30 minutes. This is one of the shorter roads in Bay Ridge. You know, pretty much all the, like, you know, Colonial, Ridge, Narrows, they're not very long stretches of road. Only take you about, if you're walking a good pace like me, it should only take you about 35 minutes to walk. And let's not forget, we've also been stopping a lot. We've been stopping to look at some houses and stuff, so. So I probably, if I was just walking straight through and I wasn't stopping, we might have been done already. So you got these nice walk-ups right here. This is really the only spot on Ridge that has these walk-ups. Kind of gives you like a Sunset Park kind of feel. It's like walking down like one of the side streets in Sunset Park. We are coming up on Bay Ridge Avenue. We all call this 69th Street. You can walk down here and you can eventually end up at the 69th Street Pier, which since 2002 or so has been known as the Veterans Memorial Pier. As you can see, there are some big homes and apartment buildings. And to my left is the apartment buildings. We're walking by apartment buildings. We are on 68th Street, so we have just a few more blocks. You got these two-story bricks. Some of them have their front patios enclosed. And then you got St. Andrew across the street. This is Senator Street right here. This is not a number street. And we have another set of walk-ups. Look at that. Totally forgot about these. Totally forgot about those. And then we got that nice house, which I believe is part of the church. Probably like the rectory or the convent or something. We'll take a look at it real quick. I mean, that's what I'm assuming because I see the sign out here in the gate and a big cross in the garden. So sorry for the backlighting, but the sun is in that direction. Kind of get an idea. What I'll do is I'll get back across the street. So this is 2nd Avenue here coming up. Like I said earlier, if they didn't name this section Ridge Boulevard, it would have been 2nd Avenue all the way through. So we are on 67th Street. And we're going to end the walk. So I want to thank everybody for tagging along. We will definitely be picking up the pace. I know that the last few days we've had really bad weather, so we got grounded a bit. So, and also we have some street festivals coming up. April is the month where the street festivals will start popping up. So we'll be doing those. So here we are. We're going to stop it right here on Wakeman Place. This is where 2nd Avenue This is where Ridge Boulevard turns into 2nd Avenue. So Ridge Boulevard, say goodbye. Here we go. All right, everyone, take care, and I will catch everyone on the next one. Bye-bye.